Hello everyone. So today we start the introduction of NumPy, and we will do the installation import of NumPy in Python. Thereafter we will also check how can we use the calculations through the NumPy, and we will also check the various forms of calculations that we can able to perform uh, through the NumPy. So first of all, I'm just going to give you a brief introduction of NumPy. NumPy means it's a package in Python. NumPy means number Python. Okay. So whenever we use any number and we have to make any kind of calculation in that, we have to apply NumPy package. Suppose if you want to use calculate the standard deviation, we have to make, we want to have array, we want to find out the matrix array, the size of the array, then find out the random for array, then for all these functions we need to use NumPy. So how can we import NumPy, and what are the codes that through which we can use the NumPy, we will discuss in this lecture. Okay, so we will start with importing the NumPy in Jupyter. So for NumPy import, we will type the function import NumPy. As I told in the previous lecture that we can use the short form. So for NumPy, we will use NP as NP. Okay. Now NumPy has been imported in it. Thereafter, we will suppose I have to give some array to the NumPy. So we need to give the command function x is equal to np.array. Any number you can use, select an number so that we can check the size of the matrix, size of the array, and standard deviation we will calculate through this, and total size of the array we will compute for that. So for that I am taking the examples. Any numbers you can take. Here I am going to take 1, 2, 3. The second array we are going to take is 3, 4, 6. So if you run this function, so we have taken x np array as 1, 2, 3 one array, and 3, 4, 6 as one array. Now if you want to check the size of the array, the number of data items, then for this np dot size, size of what, x, because x we have given 1, 2, 3 and this, so np size dot x. Okay, now if you run, you can check the size. Size is 6. Okay, what does it mean? 6 means the number of data items in your array. How many data items in your array? So you can see here the number of data items is How many? 6. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. So 6 items are there in the number. Similarly, if the column wise how many numbers are there we want to check, then for this we have the command np.size x comma 1. np.size x 1. Okay, 1 means 3. You can check it with this. Okay, so here we can see in the first column, of the array we have 3 numbers. Similarly, if we here the 3 numbers are there, then np size dot x, if you put 2 here, the next column also it will show. You can see here. Sorry, it's showing some error. This is going to out of range because it will start, it is not 2, we have to put it 0 and 1. So if we put 0 here, then it will show you the first. Let's check. This is in the first column we have 2 numbers, in the 0 column we have 2 numbers, and then in the first column we have 3 numbers. You can see here. Understand? Now, if with the same matrix we want to calculate the standard deviation, what will be the formula? What will be the code for the standard deviation? So, standard deviation for this x, we have x matrix we have. So, for the standard deviation for this x matrix, the command will be np dot stand std np dot std x in brackets. So if you run, so what it will show you the standard deviation 1.572333, like that it will come. The standard deviation you can able to find out. Similarly, if we want to have a standard deviation of first column or the columns, then here in np standard deviation x you have to put x1 because 0 1 is there. Okay, so if you put x here, the array is standard deviation will show. The first array standard deviation is this one, and the second array standard deviation is this one. Similarly, if you put 0 here, you can check what will it come. Array 1, 1 point and 1.5. Okay, so this is like that. The numpy functions. What are the actually? I'm giving showing you that what are the things that numpy will can do. One more function I will show you, the total. It will show you how much total of this matrix or array it will give you. So for total, what is the command? Total is equal to x dot sum, x dot sum, then braces. If in braces x is equal to 1, we will put it will show some errors. No need to bother about the errors. You try whatever the things you can do with the packages. Okay, so every time when you receive some error, it means that data type is not understood. Here you can see the data type is not understood. So here the x0 will not show, but it here you can run again the total sum. We can also find out random 50 variables from that. We can also find out size of hundreds. We can find out the array. These all things we can find out. So how we can compare with a Python array and a NumPy array? So there is a difference, is that is a continuous piece of memory that is placed that is passed directly to LAPACK, which is a software library for numerical linear algebra under the hood, so that matrix manipulation is very fast in Python. An array in NumPy is like a matrix in MATLAB. You have used MATLAB. So in MATLAB, whenever if you have used any one, you have used MATLAB, then in MATLAB, everything whenever feeds the data, it will feed in a, like a matrix. So array in NumPy is just like the matrix, unlike list in Python. Okay, in Python, what it is like in list, an array should contain some data type, and that data type will be in the form of array. I am giving you one more example here, like np. You can see here np dot array. Now here we can put any numbers. We here I am going to put with numbers with integer and float. Okay, both. So we will see 100 comma 0.1 comma 2. Okay, so if we put here, it will show you error. You see, you can see the error. Now if we put the same thing to mention it under the float, because here we have uses both the things float as well as integers, so that's why it's creating error. So we have to assign them that which one is float and which one is integer. Now if you run, you can see, because earlier it was showing error, because here this 0.1 is in the decimal representation, and remaining part of this arrays is not in the decimal. So those who are in decimal, they can be treated, they are treated as float. So now if we mention here the float, the array will identify that there this is a float case, and they convert all of them into a float. You can see 100, 0.0, 0.1, 2.0. But if you did not put as a float, they will consider as an integer. So if they consider as an integer, 0.1 is not taken as an integer here, it will treat it as a float. So that's why its error is showing to you. So you understand the concept of float also. The real data type is float, and the default for the numerical value is also here. So we could view that NP array function converts a list with a simple data type, an integer in this case, to an array, and to challenge the data type, which should be specified with the second input value, data type, as shown to you. Okay. So one more example I will give you, so to clear more the things. Suppose x is equal to x is equal to, then put any array in between it, 1 2 3 1 3, and you can take any number 20.0 20. Then if you see, if you run, y is equal to np array, and you mentioned it that x1 data type is equal to float, then y they can convert it into the float. How can they can convert into float? Put, now you want to make it as a float, means in decimal representation, then np dot array x1 is there na, only one there, so x1 we can put here, then d type, data type is what? Float, float, float. Okay, then run. So it will convert automatically all the data into uh, into your float. Here some name x1 is not defined, we have put x1 here. Then if you put y here, it will show you the array. Yes, here you can see the array. So array is here you have put the array in integer format. Here you can see the array in a decimal format. Okay, so this is the way you can convert any kind of data from integer to array and from array to integer. Similarly, if we have a data in which there is a mix-up of numerical as well as alphabetical things, then what will be the conditions? In this example, we will take some examples of this. So the data type is a keyword specific. The data type for list different data types could coexist without causing any problem. However, when converting a list containing different data types into an array, an error message will appear, as we will show you. Okay, so suppose this is an array that we are going to take. So x2 we will take is equal to, we will provide one array 1 comma 2 comma 3. Then in this array we have float integer, sorry, uh, alphabets also. Good. So good is there. So what happened? Because we have put it in a braces, it will take. Suppose if we did not put in a braces, let's first take this one. Okay, if we not put it in this, then what will be the, it will create error. Similarly, but here if we put the colon, then it will understand that it is a string, where string, so it will run. Okay, now find out x2. What is x2? It will show you, this will show you 1 2 3, and in the braces good is there. So this is the way you can also add in your array and alphabetical words, so with the help of numpy. Okay, so the how can we see what are the functions in NumPy, and what are the supporting packages are there in NumPy. So for that, the previous function dir np, okay, dir np we can type, and we will check how many functions are there. You can see here there are a lot of functions, packages are available with NumPy. Through that we can calculate the standard deviation, normal size, all the things related with a matrix. Now if we want to convert this into the float, what will be the how can we make the conversion? Same example that we have done in case of the previous example, we can compute this one we have done, this one we have done. So same thing we will done with this also. Let's see what happened. So y3 is equal to np array, np dot array, then brackets open x here we have given the x2 comma float float. Okay, now run. An error is showing to it. So it is clear to you that how these files will show you how can we tackle with the data and data. If the data is in a decimal format, we can convert into the decimal format. If the data is in non-decimal format, we can compute in non-decimal format. One more example I will show you that. So here we can see the things in a what are the things that we are having in the NumPy. We can use these packages to find to play with the numbers, any kind of number. So that's why it is called as NumPy, numbers Python.